Greetings and salutations. I am the Raven. Yet again, here we are with the Midday Moons.
The afternoon celestial bodies.
Yes. There we have JKLantern, our resident Marvel nerd, or at least the most educated of us in terms of Marvel. I am your host, the Raven, for a change, because we lost the rot a bit ago. We lament his loss. We can still hear his voice.
I told everybody I'm dead.
Oh, if we ever get to uni rob into an LP or something. And that is StarprincessHLC.
With Cheerios.
Well, as we can see, they're a pair of serial killers.
If there's an empty spot in my bowl, I must be starving now. By cat logic.
I was about to say. Okay, since well, for us it's been a month. For you, it's been about a week or a few days, whatever. It's case of we did the thing. Things went bad. I did the Danger Room training sessions, get some character levels up. Got some up. Some characters particularly resistant to leveling because they are not good solo. But that's not forgot to set the minions to soulless, so won't get the cards back. But there was chatter going on. We've missed it. So,
Time.
So let's get on with Nico first.
Man, she's gonna be the most pain in the assery.
We need a new hairstyle.
Hey, can I ask a
But what's wrong with our current hairstyle?
Oh, thanks, Hunter.
Heroes. Base appearance. Hair.
Okay. Like, I'm constantly wearing a bob, except when my hair's too long for bob.
What's Robert got to do with this?
What's Rob got to do with it? Got to do with it. What's Rob but a second-hand emotion? What the hell am I doing?
Same thing you do every time.
The ponytail's not terrible. It makes her look like Claire Redfield.
You know, with the horns, it makes no more sense. So,
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? Highlights.
I can barely tell if there's any highlights.
Yeah, we're done.
We're fabulous.
We are progressing. We're going for the old anime trope of, oh, we reached the point in our lives. Hairstyle change.
Yeah. Oh, but now we no longer have the bob. We're no longer bisexual.
Well,
What is this, an old-timey dance?
Yes.
You're even better than Caretaker's Legends.
Okay. We don't miss it. Come on. Give it. We changed our hair. Give us. What's it supposed to do? Morbius, you useless bastard. What do you want?
Tongue once? Thankfully, it grows back.
thank you for that alarming detail, Morbius.
You are so out of place in every regard.
I mean, he fits perfectly, except in all the ways that involve him actually interacting with people in any meaningful way.
Yeah.
He should have been in the base game of this. On the other hand, he's friggin' Morbius.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. Banner and the Hulk
He is
share a
science
body,
fiction
but they have
body horror.
different personalities. And I understand Banner isn't incredibly fond
And if I
of
remember
his
correctly, the
greener
90s
half.
Spider-Man series made it even worse.
Give me plasma hand suckers, because they didn't want to show they didn't want to mention blood and they didn't want him biting people, so they gave him the hand suckers, which are somehow even more creepy.
I understand Banner's resentment. Every time he loses his temper, he turns
Oh, it's
green
just
and
like what they
rips
did with
another
Joker in
outfit
the
half.
animated series of Batman.
Oh yeah? Well, every time I
But he
get
couldn't kill
hungry,
people. He
I
Jokerized
rip
them
someone's
instead.
throat in half.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
This
much
is not a
worse.
competition, Doctor.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, of course. Silly. But if it was, whose story?
Oh, we
is
can't
more
show these
exciting?
two Sailor Scouts in a lesbian relationship. Let's make them cousins.
You don't need to feed my ego.
Doesn't cut any bit of them snuggling and shit.
That is worse. You do see how that is worse, right?
I feel like someone's gonna clip this out of context, but sweet, sweet incest. But again, someone needs to actually watch these videos first.
Hashtag Wincest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
You're not sorry. You're not sorry at all.
Poor Wanda. To experience so much loss so quickly.
You feel for Wanda?
Of course I do. It's basic human
It's,
empathy.
it's basic human
especially after
empathy.
everything she's been through.
It is certain.
So Storm's been through some shit too.
Mhm. Lost her powers, gained her powers, been Queen of the Morlocks, been kicked out of being Queen of the Morlocks, has seen friends die, has seen friends come back.
Always had a home.
Been in the some of the Bryan Singer movies.
Truthful.
How so?
They did her dirty.
Professor Xavier's school was
Halle Berry
disgraced
could have
many
probably done
times.
a wonderful
We've
Storm.
always been able to
They
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
didn't do her
The
justice.
interim was full.
Yeah.
Really didn't. Which is a shame, because Storm is one of the more entertaining X-Men.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just do a Storm spin-off movie.
I think she's
They were talking about doing that until the Wolverine movies tanked.
I think so too.
That's just the quality of the writing they
Just
were
need to
expected
wait
to get
until
them.
She's had some time to process.
It is possible that while we were on vacation, some of the Wolverine movies were on in the hotel. Yeah. At least Days of Future Past was one of the ones they were airing.
Yeah, the first one was the Origin Wolverine movie.
That's not a movie.
And then it was The Wolverine, which I like even less than Wolverine Origins, which is impressive.
I think we used that excuse to go to friendlies. Because apparently there's still some friendlies out here.
They're all apparently in upstate New York in various places. It's like, oh, we passed a Friendlies. I didn't know those are still a thing. Oh, we passed another Friendlies. What the
This is the
fuck?
first time I've been here since.
We also found a BJ's restaurant, so...
And
For obvious reasons, Agatha is on my mind. I can't imagine how much pressure it would be to carry that kind of secret. Of course, I'd like to know more, but I trust you're doing the best you can.
I have nothing to add. But soon, I promise.
I'm expecting by the next big mission that collar is coming off.
Yeah.
Because it's usually rule of threes.
Usually.
Thank you for that. I meant Agatha and I spent so much time here, I expected to feel, I don't know, anything at all. Instead,
I can
I'm
almost hear. I'm over here. It's like her voice is on the wind. I'm over here.
I feel guilty.
And I actually am dead.
I'm pretty sure in comics that, and this is something they actually sort of got right, that Wanda did wind up spending a good amount of time with Agatha Harkness.
Busy day for you.
Of course, Agatha Harkness has been dead like 15 times or some ridiculous amount,
I
so...
need to figure it out for
Yeah,
myself
Agatha
before I can
was
talk
the
about it.
pretty much
If the offer's
became the
still
chief
open,
antagonist in the
I'll
late.
take you up on it.
I think it was the 2024 Midnight
I
Suns
understand.
comics.
Well,
Huh.
I should get
The one
back
that
to
basically
my
had Doom
studies.
popping in to say, problems afoot, give me the problem.
Give a witch some warning next time.
I took about 5 of the Midnight Suns and the different Sorcerers of Fiend to kick his ass out.
Hunter, hello.
Agatha, a moment?
Yes, Hunter. And why are we whispering?
Because Wanda can hear you now.
Meet me in my room. We need to talk.
All right.
She just instantly poofs there.
Wanda knows you are in the Abbey. Last night, she overheard us speaking.
She did?
She confronted me and demanded to know where you were.
Wanda's outside right now listening at the door.
I could not lie to her. Not about this.
With the cat.
I'm glad you didn't. If Wanda overheard me, the rules have changed.
We're now playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And not Pokemon.
Yes, this evening.
They're saying, screw that noise, we're moving to the Digimon TCG.
Here I go, stirring up trouble.
There were a lot of weird-ass random card games that never went anywhere in the late 90s, early 2000s. I know I had like 2 packs of like a Gundam card game at one point because Gundam, and then there were like 3 different Marvel card games.
There's a new Gundam card game that's been co-released with the miniature game.
Huh, cool. I keep forgetting that the miniature game's a thing. I remember seeing it somewhere and being like, oh yeah!
I apologize for not having the bandwidth to speak last night.
You know what bandwidth is?
I'm still in a bit of shock.
It's a
My
broad
mind has been
term.
spinning, trying to process it all.
Take all the time you need.
That's just the thing, Hunter. We don't have time. There's no excuse. I must pull myself together. At any moment, my sister will unleash Cthon upon the planet. Yet Wanda is back in the library reading as if we were back to normal before Agatha passed.
Or the incident.
Before
I could ask
boom.
her for guidance, for a way out of this mess.
And the other half?
Is glad she's not alive to endure the horrors of what a Cthon reign would bring.
About that.
Still, I wonder what she would say if she was here.
I could almost hear her voice.
I know one thing she would have wanted.
What's that?
To see this rift between you and Wanda finally healed.
I know, but I'm not quite ready for that.
I'm still mad at her, even though it wasn't fully
Just
Wanda's
don't
fault.
wait until the world is over to do it.
It's hard to let go.
It may never happen then. Not in this
You
life.
felt that way for so long, it rather sinks in.
I need to get my
Yeah.
head together. Now that the Temple of Cthon is revealed,
At
our
least he's
options are
entertaining the
critical.
thought.
At least there's possibility for healing.
Yeah. Oh god, Deadpool's in the forge!
Oh no, what's he doing?
Let's go find out.
Build me a llama bazooka!
That's nicer than what I was thinking.
No, don't exchange anything. Damn it, money!
Bye.
Unfortunately, superhero does not pay.
Don't ask me how many times Iron Man has asked me.
It does if you're an Avenger.
Doesn't if you're Spider-Man!
Nope. Canonically, each of the Avengers gets a stipend, which is funny because Spidey has been an Avenger, so they, in theory, are paying him.
Then how's he always broke?
Because the writers fucking hate him. There's even a span of time where, like, it was back when he was still married to MJ, obviously, but, it's like, oh, MJ is, like, is the star of, like, the most successful soap opera. Somehow they still have no money. It's like, this is the most popular TV show ever! How are we still broke?
Turns out MJ's bad with money, too.